2 weeks in Los Angeles, where love, betrayal, and destiny collide on the shimmering waters of Malibu. From August 4th to August 15th, The Bold and the Beautiful promises jaw-dropping rescues, shocking confessions, and the heartbreaking unraveling of one family's dream. In the next moments, we will dive deep into the thrilling events that will shake the lives of Brooke, Ridge, Taylor, and every soul who dares to love in this city of endless heartbreaks. So grab your seat, B&B fans, because what's about to happen will leave you breathless. The week of August 4th opens with a heavy sense of urgency in the Forrester mansion. Eric Forrester paces the room, his brow furrowed in deep worry. He finally turns to Ridge with a voice that is both stern and concerned. Ridge, you need to hear this. Nick Marone is planning to propose to Brooke today, on that boat. The words hit like a thunderclap. For a moment, Ridge is frozen, the image of Brooke sailing away into someone else's life tearing at his chest. Then, in an instant, he bolts into action. He cannot and will not let Brooke slip away again. As Ridge speeds along the Pacific Coast Highway, the ocean glimmers beside him like a restless witness to his racing heart. Every mile feels like a lifetime, every thought consumed by Brooke. Meanwhile, out on the open water, Nick's sleek boat glides through the sunlit waves. Brooke sits at the stern, the ocean wind in her hair, but her smile is faint and uncertain. In her heart, a quiet doubt lingers, an echo of love she cannot fully leave behind. Suddenly, her name rips through the air, carried by the sea breeze. Brooke! Brooke, don't do this! She whips her head around and sees him, Ridge, running along the pier, desperation carved into every line of his face. Nick's jaw tightens and panic flashes in his eyes. In a reckless move, he slams the throttle, sending the boat surging forward. Then, chaos strikes. A sharp turn, a violent lurch, and a spray of seawater send Brooke off balance. She screams as her world flips upside down, the horizon vanishing, and in the next heartbeat, she crashes into the icy water below. Silence follows for a terrifying second, broken only by the roar of waves. Then comes the splash, Ridge diving headfirst into the ocean, his arms cutting through the water with desperate determination. Through the foam and the chill, he finds her. Brooke is wide-eyed, gasping, clinging to consciousness. Ridge wraps his arms around her and pulls her close. "I've got you," he whispers, his voice shaking with relief and love. "I'll never let you go again." In that moment, the rescue becomes more than a heroic act. It is a silent promise, a renewal of the love that has always bound them together, no matter the storms. While the waves carry Ridge and Brooke toward fate, another storm brews within the quiet, sterile halls of the hospital. Dr. John Finn Finnegan has been following a trail of inconsistencies, medical reports that don't line up, missing files, and a gnawing sense that something is terribly wrong. The pieces form a horrifying picture, and all roads lead to Grace Buckingham. He finds her in the corridor, nervously shuffling charts as if order can hide guilt. Finn's voice is calm but firm as he confronts her.
"Grace, I need the truth. Did you lie to Liam Spencer? Did you fake the tumor diagnosis?"
The words hang in the air, heavy as stone. Grace freezes, her hands trembling, her face paling under the weight of her secret. When she finally speaks, her voice is barely a whisper. I never meant for it to go this far." Finn's heart drops, anger and disbelief flooding his veins.
"You performed an unnecessary procedure. You let him think he was dying. Do you understand what you've done? You played with his life, his family's trust."
Grace pleads with him, begging for silence, but Finn is a man who cannot betray his oath. He knows this truth must come out, no matter the cost. Later that day, Finn arrives at the Spencer estate with Grace by his side. Liam and Hope greet him with warm curiosity, unaware that their world is about to shatter. Finn's voice is steady but grave as he begins.
There's something you need to hear, and Grace needs to be the one to say it.
Grace's lip quivers as she finally confesses, spilling every painful detail: the false tumor, the unnecessary scare, the manipulation for money. The room falls silent. Hope's hand flies to her mouth, tears brimming in her eyes. Liam stares at Grace in shock, the betrayal slicing through him like a knife.
You lied to us? You let me believe I was dying?
His voice cracks under the weight of disbelief and rage. The confession triggers a ripple of chaos that will only grow in the weeks to come. Bill Spencer will soon learn the truth, along with the mystery of the missing $1 million, and the fallout for Grace will be nothing short of catastrophic. As the dust settles from the harrowing rescue, the emotional storm begins. Ridge Forrester returns home soaked to the bone, his hair dripping, his pulse still racing from the terror of nearly losing Brooke. But beyond the relief, a heavy truth weighs on his heart. He cannot run from it anymore. He cannot hide behind excuses, obligations, or the fragile promises he's made to Taylor Hayes. When Taylor enters the room, hope flickers in her eyes, a hope that has carried her through endless disappointments. She senses the change in him immediately. The quiet in the room is suffocating, broken only by the ticking of a distant clock. "So, it's her again," Taylor whispers, her voice raw and trembling. Ridge lowers his gaze, his jaw tight with guilt and sorrow. He wants to speak, to explain, but there is no justification that can soften this blow. His silence is the answer Taylor dreaded, the one she somehow always knew was coming. For Taylor, this is not just heartbreak, it is the collapse of a dream. Every memory of shared laughter, every whispered promise, every imagined future with Ridge disintegrates in an instant. History has repeated itself, cruel and relentless. The man she loves has chosen Brooke Logan once more. As the week of August 11th to 15th unfolds, fans will watch Taylor struggle with her pain and pride. She will question everything: her choices, her heart, even her place in Los Angeles. The walls of the Forrester mansion feel like a prison of memories, and leaving the city may be her only escape. Meanwhile, Ridge and Brooke, still shaken from the ocean ordeal, will cling to each other, their bond reignited in the fire of near tragedy. Perhaps in their hearts, they are already dreaming of a wedding where they finally, truly, become husband and wife again. While love triangles and betrayals steal the spotlight, another life quietly hangs in the balance. Behind the sterile walls of the hospital, Luna Nozawa lies motionless, trapped in the fragile world of a deep coma. Her face is serene, but her future is uncertain. Lee Finnegan stands vigil by her bedside, her expression a mixture of determination and silent prayer. Every beep of the monitor is a reminder of the thin thread connecting Luna to the world. Lee adjusts a blanket, brushes a strand of hair from Luna's face, and whispers promises only a devoted guardian could make. Doctors and nurses pass in hushed tones, their footsteps echoing in the halls, while Lee refuses to leave her side. Hope is all she has, and she clings to it fiercely. Somewhere deep inside, Lee believes Luna will open her eyes again. And when she does, everything will change. For Finn, for the family, and for the secrets still hidden in the shadows of Los Angeles. The next 2 weeks in The Bold and the Beautiful are a whirlwind of danger, confessions, and heartbreak. Brooke's fall into the ocean reignites an epic love. Grace's shocking scheme threatens to unravel lives and reputations. Taylor's heart shatters under the weight of a familiar betrayal, while Luna fights her silent battle between life and death. And through it all, one question lingers. In Los Angeles, can love ever truly be safe? So, what do you think, B&B fans? Will Grace finally pay for her crimes? Will Ridge and Brooke find lasting happiness? Or is another storm already gathering on the horizon? And will Luna awaken to a world that may never be the same again? Share your predictions in the comments, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the drama, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Bold and the Beautiful updates. Until next time, keep watching, because in this world, every heartbeat carries a secret.